Good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here with another unboxing. I don't know why I'm doing the voice, but...
Please stop.
It is Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol. Don't give me that look.
Folks, I've already called for help for him, and they told me that there was nothing they could do for him. Did zombies really eat our neighbors? That would explain a lot.
That would explain a lot. Well, yeah, there are a few of them that are really cool, but yeah, some that aren't.
I didn't say I wanted zombies to eat the neighbors. I said them eating the neighbors would explain a lot.
Alright, so this is a little weird. This is supposed to have like this disc in the background. It was supposed to be one of the things that put this off was getting this disc just right, but I don't see any way to sort of turn the disc other than to,
maybe from inside the box?
I guess, but that's kind of awkward and weird. And it's kind of weird to make that sort of a feature of the box, but not be like have like in the old interactive kids books where you could like sort of like had like a knob on the side or something that you pulled. That's definitely strange. I wonder if it's even attached to the box. I mean, that's...
This one was limited run, right?
Yes. Oh, no, the disc is not actually attached to the box.
Okay.
It actually is sort of just a freestanding...
But it's supposed to spin, right? Does it actually spin?
The disc actually spins, but...
Not very well. Can you do it from the back?
No, there's nothing really on the back. They just sort of have this disc here. It'd be better if it was just sort of painted then. I mean, this is... this is already off to a fantastic start here. I mean...
And that delayed the game?
That delayed this collector's edition. And it doesn't even have the sort of swirling effect as you're turning it around where it sort of spirals. It just looks like concentric circles.
Yeah, because it is just concentric circles.
No, it's not. It actually... Oh, no, you're right there. You're right, it is. It's not even spiraled.
Which is what's supposed to give it that effect. Somebody didn't graduate from art school. I mean, the only thing about it is that they're not... Oh, okay. Yeah, it is actually attached. But it doesn't spin freely, so, like...
Yeah. I mean, I could see if they actually made this white background maybe a little bit smaller or something so you could actually freely move the disc, but you actually need to sort of pull out the disc a little bit to make it even, spin this much, and your whole hand sort of has to go around. Kind of ruins the whole effect.
Zombies ate their design team.
Yeah, seriously. Alright, so... Here we have the classic SNES box.
I like that since they're, that one game, was it Sam and Max? Was that them?
Oh, God. Yeah, that...
That they now send you the boxes folded up.
Only some of them. The Crisis Remastered, which I will have a picture of on Twitter, on my Twitter page, that I've just got this morning... is, fully assembled. And actually it's a pretty neat box. Oh God, here's the other really big thing that they did for it. This is a working squirt gun, but I mean, the molding is kind of only so-so. I mean, if you look, it's the type of cheapy ones that you get for like $1.
It's a Chuck E. Cheese prize!
Yeah.
Somebody rated the Chuck E. Cheese price thing.
Or they went to the dollar store and rated that. Oh, wow. This is just going downhill from here. We We have our 2-disc CD soundtrack.
Oh, at least I can't screw that up.
We haven't opened it yet. Don't jinx it. Get the plastic cellophane off. Official soundtrack collection.
It's like they went, well, the art's kind of kidsy, so let's make everything like, kidsy.
The exit door from the game.
I think Zombies aided their design team on this one. What else we got?
What else do we have?
Yeah, stickers.
Oop. We have 3D glasses.
Are those supposed to help you see the spiral spin?
I don't see how, really, to be honest. We have what looks to be some character cards, monster cards for the game. I'm pretty sure this is what the goggles are for, is they have these 2 posters, and maybe one of them is... If not, the goggles are probably just there because the one main character is wearing them.
Those are not 3D posters.
No, they are not.
Not that type of 3D. I mean, eat enough mushrooms and anything's 3D.
We have our actual game.
Actual
Double pack.
game! Random game. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the steelbook is beautiful.
I don't know that it was worth a year and a half and
Development help.
And the price of this collector's edition.
Yeah, and here's really sort of the rub on this. This is a 2-pack of 2 classic Super Nintendo games made to be able to run on modern hardware. We have our instruction booklet and our actual game cartridge.
Wait, are they on the same cartridge?
Yes, both games are on the same cartridge.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't know how you feel.
I don't know how I feel about any of this right now. It doesn't have a reversible cover?
So, anyway, as I was saying, the actual rub, the inside is actually slime. It's sort of like this purple ooze.
No, I meant the other game. Also slime.
Also slime. So what I was saying is, this is 2 games that I will loosely use the word classic to describe them both. As the second game, the sequel, is infamously worse game than the original. I believe, if I recall the development tales, it was made with the same engine, but it was originally a completely separate game that just sort of got done quick and dirty into a sequel.
Oh, so
for
it's
this game.
Super Mario Brothers 2?
Oh, worse than that. Super Mario Brothers 2 was an already fully realized game, Doki Doki Panic, that just had its sprites. It was a ROM hack before ROM hacks were really a thing.
Okay, so this one had a worse second game
that was not even supposed to be this game. It was partway through development. They were told, hey, slap this thing together as a sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and it would be better to refer to it as being like Dinosaur Planet and Star Fox Adventures for those who are understanding of that. But I think that's unfair to those games, because as much flack as Star Fox Adventures gets, it's at least a competent and fun game. Probably I can see people lamenting the fact that it was a Star Fox property shoved into what was already going to be a great Rare game, but it was at least a competently done shoehorn, whereas this, the game, despite being on the same engine, runs clunkier, slower. So yeah, Ghoul Patrol is not the game that you're really getting this collection for. You're getting it for Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So, yeah, how best to really talk about this? There's a lot of neat things in here. The cards are kind of neat, but that's for people that are crafty that will find a way to make a display or maybe even put them into binders like trading cards. The steelbook is nice. Really, actually, the steelbook's better than nice. Classic NES box, really great. Soundtrack. Actually, I remember really liking the Haunted Tunes. It's especially good that we're coming up on Halloween right now ourselves. Be nice to have that in the CD player for that, but yeah. Or even rip it to MP3 and listen to it that way throughout the house through the wireless speakers. But so the main feature pieces of this, the things that were most big on the order page, the Uzi, the emphasis on the box being really neat and having the rotating disc, the 3D glasses, which are really neat in a cosplay way, but most of this stuff, paper. Yeah, most of the stuff is just sort of like dime a dozen. It looks like at least those three elements they ran down to the local 5 and dime and bought with $100, and then we're like, okay, this is what we're putting in the collector's edition. I'm happy I have the game. This is like a awesome co-op game. I just think that if I would have been happier if I could have just gotten they could have knocked the price down to sub $100 and steelbook, soundtrack, classic box, and
are we going to put holy water in the Uzi and go around the...
Well, that's the thing in the game. You actually got Uzis with holy water. But I was going to comment, at least now we have one that you could technically finally kill a demon with. That is the one plus of this, is you could put holy water in this.
Except it probably doesn't work. It's going to leak. We're
going to have to try this thing, aren't we?
We'll have an update if the Uzi leaks.
Yeah, we'll post an update with the Uzi, and it'll be one of us will have a wet shirt on, and
we'll take it down to the local Catholic parish and dip it in the holy water. Get chased out of there while they scream at us. Okay, for those of you who were with us the other day when we reviewed Castlevania.
Oh, that was a night and day difference.
I know.
Such a stark difference in quality.
Yeah, and maybe that's why it feels like more of a letdown than Castlevania. Is because we did review one that was a collector's edition done right.
Yeah, and before that was Cathedral from Premium Edition Games, and that was really well done as well.
I mean, because if the games are full price bought alone on the eShop, then, I mean, you're looking at $49 a game. But I highly doubt they're that much on the eShop.
No, it's a collection, and it's a retro collection, so it is reasonably priced as such. So the game itself, you're paying extra for the fact that you're getting a physical copy of the game that will last, past the point of the eShop being.
I mean, we're now looking at some of the Switch ports with the localized fan discs for my type of games that have been coming recently, where you're getting on the collector's editions, you're getting two $49 or $50 games.
Well, that's partially because too many games are ridiculously priced on the eShop. Don't look at me like that. They are ridiculously priced.
Not any more than Mario.
I'm sorry, I've never seen a Mario game priced $80 on the eShop.
Oh, that's Steam Prison, and we've talked about that one. That one has no reason to be that expensive.
And a visual novel is great and all, but it's still a novel.
Most Otome games on the eShop are $39 or less. First week of release, they may be $49 for the big name ones like PO4A and Amnesia. They're $49. But that is the same price as any big name production of a game. Like anything that's by Nintendo directly or...
yes, but first party Nintendo games are always expensive. Yes, I'm sounding like an abuse victim, like I'm Stockholm, a gaming Stockholm victim here. I understand that you don't even have to give me the look. It's okay. They'll treat me nice if I pay full price for their games.
But if you're buying the physical edition, $49 is reasonable for a full game.
All right.
We're not talking about PlayStation with their $79 for an actual disc of a game.
And Xbox. And pretty much it's just modern games in general. They jack the prices by $10.
Hey, I got a great idea. If we tell them to bend over a little bit further, we can get it further up there.
All right. But that also could encompass a lot of the feeling.
They're
as
nerds.
far as,
They all got college degrees and great jobs.
oh my god. Yeah, until the student loans come into play.
Oh god.
I mean, this... I would love to sort of put a more positive spin on this, but I mean, let's just call it as it is. This is definitely one of the most lackluster collector's editions that I've seen. I think
Well, half of the collector's edition must have gotten left on the barge in San Francisco.
And they ran out to the 5 and dime as I said to replace them.
It's really sad because for the most part, limited runs collections are very good. I mean, look at Castlevania. Which other ones have we done lately?
The Blaster Master one I like.
Yes.
Although I definitely think they missed the mark by not including a stuffed Fred doll in the final.
You wouldn't have a stuffed Fred doll. I would have a stuffed Fred doll.
Yeah.
He'd be on my desk at work.
No, he wouldn't. He would actually stay here. I would draw the line.
He'd be riding my Mabari. Hey,
this has to stay a little bit clean here to avoid a sort of like... Well, it's going to go from... we're going to upload these from Twitch to YouTube, so...
He's riding the dog! He's not...
No, this is getting worse. You're going...
Where is your mind?
It's where I know your mind usually is. That's really where we're going with this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sweet and innocent. I mean... Yeah, I just can't find anything that really goes, ooh, yeah. And they didn't even throw in any freebie extras like they sometimes do with stickers or...
Other than the trading card that comes, Limited Run Games doesn't really do any sort of extra bonuses. I think you're thinking of NIS America, where they were throwing in, like, they throw in the postcards and the art cards for Disgaea 6, as well as the printy patches for every order that you do.
My printy patch.
Yes, now that we have 2, you can have one of them.
Besides, all our voters said that I got the printy patch.
I think
voted 6 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that you and your friends from the Otome message boards
I'm sorry. My friends on the Atomi message boards are too busy having real lives. Dating 2D men.
Okay. That's really all there is to it. I don't know what else we can say about this one, guys. It definitely feels like it was...
We can't. We're dragging this on because we're looking for something positive to say, and really it kind of feels like stabbed in the back. Or in the wallet.
Yeah, stabbed in the wallet. Which, in my case is right next to other parts of my anatomy that I'd rather not have sharp objects near. So it's very threatening, like, to me.
Only did it once.
Limited run games, you have failed this collector's edition.
Yeah, now you're going to get blacklisted and they're going to yell at you and tell you how mean you are.
Oh, God.
Make you print a retraction.
Oh, God, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. We're not going to go there. All right, guys. As I said, we're just sort of dragging this out, trying to look for more of a positive spin. Soundtrack for Zombies was great. Zombies itself is a great game. The Steelbook is awesome. Really beautiful classic SNES box, but yeah, it's a disappointment, guys. This is one that if somebody is trying to run up the bill on it on eBay, you should laugh at them hard.
And then just go buy it on the eShop if you want the game.
Yeah.
If you want the soundtrack, you probably can get most of it on iTunes.
Or Spotify.
Or Spotify.
Or somebody will upload it to someplace. As much as I hate to advocate,
Oh, we're not advocating piracy. We are saying that one of your streaming services will have it that you pay for that pays royalties to the artists.
Hopefully. I mean, these are older things. So you might not, and as I said, we're not really going to advocate for piracy, but the soundtrack is not worth the edition itself is not worth.
I mean, could you even
much.
wear those? Let me see the 3Ds.
I mean, my head is like, a little bit more wide than yours, but that's a great look for you.
I can't see anything because you can't wear them over your glasses, but I don't have my contacts in right now.
Oh yeah, this is like giving me seizures just looking at it. Woo!
Well, maybe now you're supposed to look at the non-spinning thing and it'll look like it's spinning. They're not 3D.
Actually, it has a certain amount of... it's probably just illusion, but...
It's probably wishful thinking.
There's a slight 3D effect to it, but... Ooh.
Yeah, it did.
That will give you a headache.
With not being able to see very well, it gave me like this feeling of dying. Death, blood, guts.
All right, we're going to stop dragging this out, everyone. We hope that you've enjoyed this look. I can't say that we really have ourselves. But, yeah. Thanks for coming along.
I always enjoy pointing out the flaws in things.
So, yeah, this is where we're going to leave you guys. With a mountain of disappointment, despair, that bear, the other bear over there. And a recommendation that, to give Zombies Ate My Neighbors a try.
Are you saying that Danganronpa would like this because it promotes despair?
I'm thinking that this was very much a ploy by... Oh, God, what is her name? I can't remember it right now. I'm drawing a blank. The Ultimate Despair. Junko. This is Junko's doing. Limited Run Games hired Junko and Ashima to put this collector's edition together. Well, guys, until next time, remember to be safe, have fun,
Stay nerdy.
and we'll see you in the next one.